Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to change the map values on changing this different year. So the different um, choropleth map will be seen here when we change the number of year, and also we can see the different changes in the proportional symbol map. So we are not more focused on this zoom in and zoom out functionality, rather than we are now in this tutorial we are more focused on this zoom level. So when we go to the debugging and then in the source, we can see that there is a slider. So the main thing is that what would be stored in this year value. So when I reload it, I will just remove this breakpoint, and then I will only put this breakpoint and again reload it. And the breakpoint has been when I click here, it has not been break in any point, but when I click somewhere in 2005 to 6, so it has stored some values from this UI. So what it stores is 04, but I think there is no 04 is a value which is default value which we have inputted here in this value 04. So when this is executed, it will store 2005. I think it's 2005. So let's see. uh, yeah, it's 2006. Okay, so it will store 2006 here, and then we need to have one layer handler in after this one, so that the different maps of different year will be calculated. So first we are going to see how does the values look like. So this the value after this one pt is the year. It indicates year 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and so on. So in the other name also, there are similar kind of values 09, 08, 04, and so on. So we are using that values to do to perform our tasks. Okay, so first new to this tutorial is we have introduced some variable. For example, we have introduced stu, sts, circle, year, and sch field, but uh, these two might not be important for us now. I had copied from the tutorial which I have now, um, but yeah, this might be important after we introduce our own function. So nothing will happen when no maps has been added. When the slider changes, only the year changes, and it will display this year in this function, in this jQuery. So we are introducing some layer handler into this and see the result. Yeah. So for that, first we will create a function here. We will just write a layer handler. We'll call the function, but we have to define it first. So we are not using function here. Instead, we are using function somewhere above it. So we are uh, creating a function here. So function layer handler, and then we will use this, and we will first remove all the maps. So we are using remove layer function A and B. So we have used only layer A and B, so no need to remove C. So after that, we are storing some values in STU. I think there is yeah, the default is, yes, student 04. So what is student 04? We can see in the county. We can sort. We can sort STU. Student 04. I'm a bit confused. UD 204. Mm-hmm. I think it should be the name as student 04, but there is no any names, so maybe we are not using this ID. So I think it's not needed for now, so we are removing this. If it's needed, we will again use this one. And also I think this this might not be needed too. Let's remove this. But year is needed because we have we will initialize our year first, so that values will be initialized here. Yeah, so in the layer handler we are writing some functions. So what we will write is a ch field, and that will be circle plus year. What it would do is we go to the circle first. It will be PT, the name will be PT, okay, and year will be 04. So it will go to PT04. So we can search it in the county. What is PT04? Yeah, PT04 has some values. We can see here. There are some values, so these values will be loaded here. Okay, so and if the year is changed from 2004 to 2006, this year will be changed, and the value of this year will go through this layer handler, and in this year it will change to 2006 or whatever you give the input. Okay, so we are creating a map using this value SCH field. Okay, so equals JSON, and we are using county 2, and then we are creating a point to layer, and then return dot circle. Lat long, everything is okay. So on each layer, on each feature, the on each feature function will be implemented, and the C style will be we don't need this C style actually now. So instead of SCH field in the property, we are using another another values from our county 2. So it will be SCH equals, so it will add STUSCH and then year. So what is STUSCH? So if we input the year as 05, we will see STUSCH 05 here. So STUSCH 05. Yeah, there are some values with the STUSCH, so these values will be added, and we are using that property to get size here. Rather than creating a random number, we are removing this get size, and we are using the exact number that that is in that value, because I think the value is somehow big and we don't need any breakpoint. Yeah, the values are too big and we don't need to normalize it to show it in a map. So we are not using any function to make it normalization. We have actually not normalized, but we are generating a random number for our easiness. But we have to create a break. We have to create some values, proportional values for that. And yeah, up to here. I'm telling again, it's not SCH, but it's SCH field, but it's SCH, so that values will be added. And what is inside SCH field? We are also going to see that. Sorry, SCH field. Okay, yes, SCH field will store the value. No, actually, it is a value which is circle plus year. So circle will be PT and year will be 01, 02, 03. So when we see in the county, we see PT01. And 01 is not a year, but we are using higher. Sorry, we are using higher values. So it is 01, 02. The values are almost similar. So we cannot depict it in a clear way. So we need to use some get size or some functions to make it bigger and higher range. Okay. So in the SCH, it's a student year. We are more, yeah, just we can leave that as it is. And so after that, we can close this by using this. Yeah. And everything is okay until now. So we are just saving it and see the result for now. Let me pick a call. So after that, we can see STUSCH 01, not 01, 04, 05, something. And when we save it and see the result, nothing is loaded. So we inspect in the console, or listener indicated as asynchronous. Okay, so this will be loaded. And if it goes inside layer handler or not, let's see. So what it shows after that. There is some problem over here. It seems some problem, but can save it again and see. Layer handler is okay. I should have input this layer handler inside it, because on slide it will be called. Okay, so when I save it again, and remove this and see the result. I see the same result. The map is not added. And let's see if it will be called or not. So I will put breakpoint here, and when I click here, layer handler will be called. So I will go inside that layer handler by clicking here, and it will remove a map A, map B, and it will store some values pt6 inside here, and it will store stu sh6 here, and that same value stu sh6 will be stored here, and it will get uh, inside that GeoJSON file and get the value of it and create a circle according to that value. So I click here, and then yeah, I think the problem is add to map or something. So I will just run it. Yeah, there is no any problem in the code because the console is showing nothing. So I think there I should add that map to the layer. Actually, I should go to the layer handler. We have written up to here, and then we will call map dot add layer, and the layer F will be added now. So when I save it and remove this and reload it, and when I call, okay, here are some values actually, but they are too small to be depicted. Like there are some blue colors you can see here. Okay, it is not the map that we wanted. Like it is from the zoom level. That this map is came from the zoom level, but when you see here, small dot are here. Yeah, see. So what I need to do is I need to multiply it by some values to make it bigger, or I can use get size or something. So I will just multiply it by 30 to see if there will be any changes. So yeah, when I multiply it by 30, I can see the values, different values when I click different uh, year. So in this way, we can load different values from different year. For example, when I click 2007, okay, what would happen is in this SCH, STU, SCH 07 will be stored here, and the same value will be written. So if I use, for example, in instead of this value, let's say, okay, yeah, let's say I can just use this SCH field value if it's okay, and I think it will be too much. It will have too much size, so 0.01 I will multiply by and see the result. And when I click, yeah, the value will be it's too small. So I will just multiply it by 0.1 and see the result. It's still small. I will not multiply by anything and see the result. It's still small, but this value should be much bigger because it is pt05. So pt05, pt05, this number are also small when compared. So what I am trying to do is taking a big number if there are any big numbers. Yeah, there are there here is it. Here is a big number, so S2, SCH10. Mm, so S2, SCH10. Uh, so it is itself is a big number, but why the map is shown too small in its size? Um, yeah, maybe it is still small for it. So we have to multiply it by some values. So we can see different maps, different layers on different. It is the same layer but with different values. Okay, so um, now we are going to use again the base map for that, and also change the values when this map is loaded. What does we what would we do is we can create a new layer l.geojson county 2. So the style will be C style. We have used C style or style. I am not sure, but let's see the result by adding to add layer, and it will be D. Okay, save it and see the result. Yeah, this is we are using county 2. Instead we should use county. So save it and see the result. Yeah, the values are also changed, but it is almost black. So we are not using C style. Instead, if there is any style which will be good to it, yeah, we have also used different C style for this. So you can also write it from my GitHub. I have already mentioned such things, but it has just used a case. So there will be some cases. So, but we are not using C style. Rather, we are using um, C style is for this point to layer, but we are using, if there is style function. I forgot if we have created already. Yeah, there is a style function. So but it will create a random random values, but not the values from its it is not actual value. So what it would get is random values and just return the random values. So let's see. Yeah, the different maps are loaded. We can also use its own values rather than random values, but we need to create a new style for that. uh, let's create a new style function, new style. So it will return fill color, get color, everything will be same. But what would we give is we will remove this get size and use its own property. But this should not be WHS2. Rather, we have used which value we have to see. HCH. So STUHCH. Mm-hmm. STU. So we are just using that name. I again forgot what was it. Um, Maybe we can use SCH field, or we can use layer handler. So but it has been defined inside this function. So this might not be okay to use this HCH outside of this function. Uh, so we have already created HCH field. But how can I use? Let's see if SCH is okay for that. So I will use SCH here and save it, and I will do, instead of style underscore new. Yeah, so style underscore new we have created is what is that? Style new underscore style, sorry. New underscore style. So save it and see the result. The values are is changed, but not what like what we wanted. It is almost black because the values are um, fall inside, which only takes some values like this. Maybe the values are too small for that. We have to give a new get color ID for 0.001. It doesn't work for this, so might be it always return the else statement. Yeah, so it is a black color. So in order to make it nice, rather than just using SCH, because SCH is taking very small number, let's multiply by 30 if it's okay. So we see again, yeah, there is a little bit change. So I think let's multiply by 100. But then all the values are similar. So it is not giving a good result. So we are just using our random values here. But instead of this, we are using SCS maybe. Save it. But no problem for that, because the values will be random anyhow. So in this way, we can create a different map, different proportional symbol and base symbol in different years using a slider. So thank you for watching, and I will create a new function that will also change some values like this, and the legend values, and I will try to use the break uh, to make it more nicer, and also wanted to have different maps on different zoom level, and also different values on different zoom level. So keep liking it and subscribe to my channel, and waiting for the another video. Yeah.